YouTube family, make sure to like and subscribe to our channel as we get ready for a very special episode with AS Roma as they get ready for the Europa Conference League final. Vamos! As Roma prepare for a historic first ever Europa Conference League final, we have not one, we have not two, not even three, but four key members of the squad. We'll have some fun today talking about the final, how they enjoy Roma and Serie A, judging Jose Mourinho's Instagram, and some fun games as well to test these guys on their Rome knowledge. Qué Golazo, a special episode with Roma's Tammy Abraham, Chris Smalling, Ainsley Maitland-Niles, and Rick Karsdorp begins right now. Hey everybody, welcome to Qué Golazo. It's a very special episode ahead of the Conference League final. And we've got, let me just do a quick introduction and a hello to all of them. Beginning with Chris Smalling. Chris, how are you, buddy?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. Ainsley Maitland-Niles, a pleasure, my friend. How are you?
All good, thank you. Yourself?
All right, I'm excellent. Tammy Abraham, I told you I'm a lifelong Aston Villa fan. I'm going to be extra nice to you. Tammy, how are you?
Never been better.
And Rick Karsdorp. How are you, Rick?
Oh, good. Thank you.
All right. Welcome. By the way, boys, I wanted to lead with the way that you look very good in your New Balance kits. How are they feeling? Are they feeling good?
Feels good.
Yeah.
Good.
Right.
I love it. All right. Well, listen, it's good to have you. Obviously, this is CBS Sports. We are the rights holders in America of Serie A and the Europa League, Conference League, and the Champions League. So we followed your journey throughout it all. I believe, Tammy, you met Marco Messina, my colleague, a few weeks ago, perhaps about a month ago. It's been a pleasure to have you. It's been great to see Roma play so well and work so hard towards this historic final. So we're going to have some fun and ask you questions about the final and, playing in Italy and then some fun games at the end. All right, let's get going. Chris, let's begin with you. The path to the final has been great. Obviously, you just beat Leicester City. It's been a good journey. How do you feel the team has done in the lead up to this final?
Yeah, I think we obviously started way back in August. So we've played pretty much every game, all the qualification games. So to get to the final, I think is massive for us for all the hard work. So yeah, one more game.
One more game. Rick, you're facing Feyenoord. That's where you started, my friend. How do you feel about that final?
I played, I think, 13 years for that club, so it will be a special game for me. But of course, we have to win the final, so come on.
I take it that in the lead up to this final, are you talking to family, perhaps some former colleagues, some former teammates in the lead up to it?
No, not a lot, because it's a long time ago that I played for Feyenoord, so there are not a lot of players there that I played with. But of course, in the family, my brother, for example, is a Feyenoord fan. So yeah, we talk about it, but first we have two league games and then the final.
I love it. Tammy, you have just, recently joined Roma this season. How have you felt, adjusting to life in Italy, adjusting to life in Rome? Aside from your great productivity on the pitch, it seems that you're enjoying life over there.
No, that's good. I've always said from the first day I got here, the love and the welcoming by my teammates, the fans, and everyone in Rome has been special. I said from the get-go, my dream is to get to a final and to win something here, and we're on the right track. So, like Rick said, we have 2 league games to go and, one game in the final, which we have to leave it all out on the pitch.
Absolutely. Ainsley, asking you the same thing, because obviously you just joined the team as well. Do you echo Tammy's sentiments, your time in Italy? How are you feeling?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's been a good experience and a great group of players that I've got together. And, we've executed it well this far to get to the final. And like they said, one more game.
So back to you, Ainsley, and Tammy and Chris, please chime in as well. Obviously, all coming from the Premier League. What has made you feel the difference between both leagues? I grew up in a time when, obviously, I'm Peruvian, but I grew up in England. The 90s was amazing for the Premier League and Serie A. And I feel like that's happening once again. The Premier League, great, but Serie A is absolutely killing it. So, Ainsley, how do you feel the game is over there in Italy compared to the English game?
I'd say it's a little different, but, coming from England in previous years and then coming here, it's kind of similar in a way, and it's all about your mental preparation towards the game and how you're going to take it.
Yeah. Chris, you've been there the longest out of the English-based players. Rick, you've been there the longest, of course. But Chris, you've been there. How do you feel the game has changed in Serie A?
Yeah, I think even before I came, I mean, I watched a lot of Serie A, but not too much. But then coming over, and no, I think obviously everyone talks about the Premiership. But when I came to Serie A straight away, I think it's been competitive nearly every game. And even now, I mean, the top 8 could easily swap positions because it's all quite close. So no, very competitive, like back home in England.
So Tammy and Rick, I'll ask you this a different type of question. I'd love to know this. What are the misconceptions, do you think, about Italian football? Because it does happen a lot. Perhaps we think it's mainly defensive or almost reactive. I don't see that. Definitely not this season. What would you say are the other misconceptions about the Italian game, Tammy?
For me as a striker, I'd say, playing against Italian teams and the Italian national team growing up, we always knew that they were strongly, focused on, defending and always hard to break down. So for me, I knew what to expect already coming here. And, it's tough for a striker, I would say. Teams always want to, stop a striker from scoring goals, etc. And, it's not as open, as some games you'll get in the Premier League. And, for me, the league's improving more and more, from what I see, more and more every year. And this year is probably one of the best years, this year, 3 or 4 teams could have won the league, similar to like the Premier League in the past couple of years. So, it's been good.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Rick, you've been there the longest. What do you think?
For example, I came from Holland, from the Dutch league. For example, if you have there 70% ball possession, you will win the game with 4-5-0.
Sure.
Here, the opponent can have 70% ball possession, but still we can win the game 2-0. And that's, I think, only in the Serie A. So the focus here is more tactic, I think, more on defending together instead of other leagues.
Yeah, I love it. I think the difference between possession and also adding controlling a game, and I think you see that in Italy. You don't need to have the ball all the time to control the game or at least get a victory. All right. Well, listen, fellas, I wish you the best of luck in the Conference League final. Let's play some games now to wrap things up here with AS Roma, Chris Smalling, Ainsley Maitland-Niles, Rick Karsdorp, and of course, Tammy Abraham, former Aston Villa striker, by the way. Just going to say that. Okay. All right, boys. So you all should have whiteboards in front of you with a black pen. So, for the purpose of our viewers who are watching this on either HQ, YouTube, Qué Golazo and stuff, make sure that you write nice and big and nice and bold and show it to the screen. All right. Don't worry. You don't lose any fans if you get it wrong. Well, it depends on what question you get wrong. But I'm going to ask you a series of questions based on a few subjects. The first subject will be your manager, Jose Mourinho, okay? By the way, the special one seems to have mellowed down a little bit since joining Roma, Chris Smalling. What's it like to work with him again?
I don't think he's mellowed that much.
Okay, so I'm wrong on that.
Changed too much. But no, it's been good to, obviously it was a surprise when I'd obviously worked with him before and then back at Rome. So no, it's good to get to another final with him for sure. Yeah,
Tammy, you concur? He hasn't really mellowed that much?
I think back then when he was at Chelsea, I don't think he knew my name at the time. So it's nice for him to know my name. But but he's been good.
So at least he knows your name now, Tammy Abraham.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's play this game. Everybody has a whiteboard. I'm going to give you subjects. The first one is Jose Mourinho, okay? And all you got to do, an easy one, between 1 and 10, 10 being the best, 1 being the worst. Between 1 and 10, you're going to judge his Instagram account. We're going to show you some photos. He's been pretty heavy on Instagram. He's loving it these days. And I'm wondering what his players think of his Instagram game. So our producer Des Narcius, the famous pizza and Coke video. What do you judge this from 1 to 10? Just write it on the board and then put it up. put up that number and tell me what you grade the pizza and Coke video. Tammy gives it a 5.
Can I have another one?
6 for Chris. 3 for Ainsley. Ainsley, you're not impressed at all. Rick, what do you give it? Rick's really thinking about it. What do you give it, Rick? Put it closer. What is that, a 7?
Being generous, man.
All right. That's very nice, Rick. Ainsley, a 3. Why 3, Ainsley?
That's just it's awful. It's just awful. I can't find another word to describe it.
Okay, so Ainsley, is going to take a lot for you to base something great. All right, let's go with the next one here for our producer, Diva. Show it up on the next one. And I believe it's another video, obviously on the way.
It's again awful. Hey.
That's right. I mean, that's pretty legit, I think. Write down what you grade that video.
Because of the fans, you do this?
Yeah, exactly.
This might have been before last
Yeah, I
year.
think it's
Take in mind, by the way, that it's not him videoing it, right? So he just posted it.
I know.
All right, so write down what you think that video is, Chris.
I will do this.
Tammy gives it an 8.
Oh,
Chris gives it a 9. Ainsley, okay, 7. And Rick gives it an 8. All right, so far that's the winner. All right, let's keep going here. I believe this one, is it another video? No, it's a photo.
He pretends.
When he wanted to pretend and keep the ball. He didn't want to give it back. He posted it. What do you make this one, by the way? There's a
Wait,
narrative
what is
to
the
it, of
text?
course. It's Jose Mourinho keeping the ball, and then he kicks it out
this game.
He kicked the ball.
This is top.
in frustration.
I like this one.
And I believe there's a third part as well. I got to be honest. I'm very impressed that Jose Mourinho decided to post this as a narrative on his Instagram as well. I like that. All right. So write down, grade it from 1 to 10. What do you think? The famous punt the ball out. Tammy with a 10. Rick 9. Chris 9. And Ainsley with a 10. That's the winner so far. I like it. All right. Final one. How do you rate this one? How do you rate this one? The cones one, where he's doing extra work for his paycheck, carrying all the cones in training. Are there more photos? Is that a gallery, Eric? Evo? Yes, there is. Showing the world that he also does a little work. Tammy doesn't believe it for a second. He gives it a 2, I believe.
On the screen.
What else do we have there? A 1 from Chris Smalling.
We have 3 ones.
3 1s, that's right. And a 2. That's the worst one. Why do you think that's the worst one, Rick?
First of all,
Because this happened only once, I think. That's the only thing I can say.
And secondly, that probably means we're doing loads of running because there's loads of cones. So
Good point,
secondly,
Chris.
it's just a bit busy anyway.
Right. It's purely for the gram, that one, I think.
His face, like, you can't.
Ainsley, what?
His emojis didn't match his face on the comment.
All right, so that's, I think, the worst one. So I think we can all say that the best one was punting the ball out. All right, well done. All right, let's move to the next segment here from Jose Mourinho. How well do you know your Rome Calcio history? I'm going to help you a little bit here. I'll give you some hints. You just got to write down the closest answer that you think, okay? How well do you know your Rome Calcio history? So this is about the city as well as the club. I will try and help you as much as I can. You just write down the closest, okay? First question. This is so, by the way, my producer did these questions, so I feel bad, all right? I wouldn't even know this. But
These are hard, aren't they?
what year was Julius Caesar assassinated? I'll give you a clue. What year was Julius Caesar assassinated? Okay, it's BC, and it's between 10 and 80 BC. So what year was Julius Caesar assassinated?
Chris.
What year? I mean, you can't cheat, man.
Chris was born then. So
You have
These
to know.
guys hating.
You have to know.
Oh, man. Hey, man. 3, 2, what? Put it up. 25, 40. What's that, Ainsley? I'm sorry, the black.
56.
56. What do you have, Rick? 30. The winner is, you're going to make fun of him, Chris Smalling, the closest. It was 44 BC.
What was it? 44?
44 BC. Well done, Chris. Chris takes that one.
You have to know this.
All right, next question. This is more about the club. I hope you know this one. Who was the last manager to lead Roma to the Scudetto? He's Italian. And if you're an English player, you really should know this as well. That's another hint. It's okay if you didn't spell it right. Fabio Capello. Yep. Well done, boys. Fabio Capello won.
Fabio Capello.
Excellent. All right, next one. What's the oldest same city derby in Serie A? The oldest same city derby in Serie A.
And to Milan.
I know Lazio.
Chris and Rick win. It's a Derby della Lanterna, Genoa against Sampdoria from 1902 is when it started. Well done.
We're too young, bro. That's
We're
the
too
thing.
young.
That's not even about being young.
1902.
All right. Well, you should all know this one. Who is this?
If it's Milan.
Who is this former Roma legend? You should know this already.
I don't know how to spell it.
Just write small so they can't see the screen.
You know what? I've got my
Give
own.
me the initials at least. Or his nickname. Very good. Ainsley, what do you have?
I can't remember how to spell it. Well.
Tammy, how did you spell it? Show me that again.
Don't worry, mate. Don't worry.
Tammy, post it up. I want to see it.
Same thing.
Tammy, as a South American, I need to see what I just read.
No.
It's right, yeah? See?
Post it up. Des, let me see that for a second. No, you're right, Tammy. That's
right, yeah, see?
Yeah, there you go. Excellent. All right.
Thank you.
We're gonna show you some non-Italian legends who played in Serie A. You write down who you think they are. You can write them all down on the whiteboard, okay? So we'll go one by one. Who's this? Write it down. If you know, write it down. Good. Yeah, don't show it because we're going to give you a bunch of more. All right, I think you all know it. Let's show the next one. I mean, it's even if you blur it, it's pretty easy. Gets a little harder. Let's show the next one, Des.
Wait, what? Is that Napoli? Is that Napoli? No.
It is not Napoli.
What is Sampdoria?
It might be.
Okay. That doesn't help, but
No.
it's good to know.
You know what, guys?
It looks like
I'm going to put a question mark and come back to that one.
Okay. Let's show the last one.
snooze.
We'll come back to that one.
Yep.
I should know who this is.
You will know it is. It's too
You know this, right? Please tell me you know this.
Oh, I think I know that one, yeah.
Okay. All right. So show all the names, boys. Let's see the names and the answers. The first one was, of course, Ashley Cole. Well done. The next one was David Beckham. Excellent. Wow. Question marks on the third. Do you have question marks, Chris Smalling? No, you don't. Well done. What about you, Ainsley? Did you write? You two wrote it down. It's obviously Gaza, Paul Gascoigne, Lazio, of course, and the one that we were all missing is David Platt. David Platt.
clues.
Did any of you get David Platt?
Yeah.
Good.
No, we
Chris.
didn't. We didn't.
Oh well,
Me and
No, we
Ames.
didn't. We
Me and
didn't.
Chris.
We
very
Arsenal.
close.
all of us,
The Arsenal
we didn't.
connection in this one.
All right, we're gonna wrap everything up with some fun questions about yourselves, and all you gotta do is write it down. This is it. This is the final part. All right, it's a little bit about you guys, okay? And again, you just give me the quickest thing you can. Who has the best nickname in the team? You can write it down. Who has the best nickname in the team? If it's like a nickname that we shouldn't even know about, you don't have to say it. You just tell me what player has the best nickname in the team. All right, next question.
Do you know what?
Next question, and hopefully this is one of you four. Who listens to the worst music in your squad, in your team?
Ooh.
Who has the worst music taste in your team?
big?
Why you are screaming? Who they are coming screaming?
Who out of the non-Italian players speaks the best Italian?
Me.
Non-Italian.
I'm not Italian.
Yeah, the best
Me.
non-Italian player in your team that speaks the best Italian.
Me. Me.
Who speaks the worst Italian?
Chris.
And final one, a good bowl of pasta or an English breakfast? All right, let's see those answers, boys. Chris Smalling, who was the best nickname?
It's a difficult one. I've gone for Spinazzola, but we just call him Spinner, but it's not a...
No,
Spinner's
I
all right.
we don't have
We couldn't really
nicknames.
think of...
Pele's the best one, I think.
Right.
Because it's,
Ainsley, who was the best nickname?
it's close to the great Pele. So you call him Pele. Even though it's half of his name. But
Wow,
I think Tammy is
you
the
have
best one
massively
because if
bigged
we
him up
win,
there.
they
So
say-
who has the best nickname? Have any of four of you come to an agreement on the best nickname?
Pele's going to love that. Bigged him up.
Well, what Ainsley, what is it? You're debating whether you want to show it or not.
I didn't compare him.
Oh, you just compared.
The name.
You heard it here first.
Oh, I see what you're doing. That's a big nickname.
We're talking about the name.
All right. Tammy, who listens to the worst music?
Sergio.
Sergio Oliveira.
Yeah.
Everybody in agreement?
Actually.
Sergio.
What kind of music is it?
I don't know what to tell you.
What genre?
What it is.
What genre does
I
he
don't know what it
listen
is.
I think he's got his own.
Oh,
Yeah, he's made it.
Rick,
Laughs it as
Yeah.
well.
who speaks the worst Italian, Rick?
Tammy. Wait, there is someone. Who is the other one?
Me.
Who-
Me.
They haven't heard me speak.
No.
Italian, that's why.
Chris, who do you think it is?
For yourself.
Yeah, bro.
Ainsley, you think you speak the worst?
Yeah, I speak the worst.
All right, well, to be fair, you guys just joined, right?
No, I think Ainsley
For me,
knows
it's
more than
Chris.
you.
No, but he has lessons. It's a difference.
Why don't you take lessons, Ainsley?
I don't know. Claudia doesn't like me, I think.
Tammy, at least you're taking lessons. That's the one. All right.
Not at least I speak Italian.
All right. But Rick is saying it's bad, though. I feel
I
like.
don't speak Italian to these guys as well. They don't help.
All right, Tammy. Pasta or English breakfast?
For me, I'm gonna go for
Can I show it?
English breakfast.
All
Reason
right.
why?
Yep.
Breakfast is my best
He's just changed his answer. Look.
What are you doing?
Oh, Tammy, you got
Really?
caught, man. All right. Well, that was it, everybody. I want to thank Chris Smalling, Ainsley Maitland-Niles, of course, Tammy Abraham as well, and Rick Karsdorp as well. Thank you so much, boys, for being part of this. Good luck in the Europa Conference League final. Good luck for the remainder of the season. Make sure that you watch, everybody, this on youtube.com/Qué Golazo and Serie A exclusively on Paramount Plus. Chris Smalling, thank you so much.
No, thanks for having us.
Ainsley, I appreciate you, man. Thank you. Learn some Italian, bud. Get those lessons going.
I'm trying.
Rick, thank you so much and good luck against your former club.
Thank you.
Tammy Abraham, thank you so much for everything that you did for the Villa.
No problem.
Good luck to AS Roma as they face, of course, Feyenoord in the Europa Conference League final. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a great rest of your week. We'll see you next time.